Coming up next, Blox News on Roblox TV.
Good morning and welcome back to Blox News. These are the headlines. Iraq has banned Roblox. The Attorney General of Florida is now issuing criminal subpoenas to Roblox. And Roblox CEO David Baszucki went on Fox and Friends to discuss child safety efforts on the platform. Iraq has banned Roblox. Well, this was expected, I believe. I suspect that Roblox will be banned worldwide at some point. But the Ministry of Communication has announced that the ban is now officially in Iraq, stating that in order to protect community security and preserve the moral and educational values of the family, children, and maintaining the safety of internet service users in Iraq, we announced a ban on the game Roblox inside the country based on decision of the Federal Supreme Court. Additionally, adding on that the decision comes after extensive studying and monitoring. This was kind of expected, the schlep situation. Everyone wants to ban Roblox, This was kind of to be expected. Roblox surely needs to fix their moderation. The Attorney General of Florida is now issuing criminal subpoenas to Roblox. The Attorney General additionally stated that they are looking forward to working with Roblox to extend their willing. And if they do not, we'll see them in court or more. Basically, if Roblox doesn't cooperate with the Attorney General of Florida, they will sue them, ban them, maybe. And of course, this is not right. This is very bad. This is a bad situation for Roblox. Everyone wants to sue them, wants to ban them. And yeah, on October 23rd, Roblox CEO David Baszucki went on Fox and Friends to discuss child safety efforts on the platform. It was on an interview on Fox News with David Baszucki, and he made a few statements. Roblox CEO David Baszucki, in response to the lost tweets and schlep. Many of these incidents are of course terrible, but I do want to highlight the vast majority of these things we hear about, the communication, the connection, the image sharing, is not happening on Roblox. Sure, David Baszucki, sure it's not happening. David Baszucki stated as well, this is a huge responsibility, though as a parent, to do this right and to do this safe. So we love talking about it. We love working with attorney generals, Congress, and Senate, whatever it takes to keep kids safe. We, Roblox, are establishing what we believe will become the gold standard for safety and communication for all apps, which is knowing the age of every person on our platform. there's an opportunity working with these attorney generals, and he stated as well, the opportunity to work with attorney generals is to solve the more holistic issues. Some apps, unlike Roblox, you can share images. For us, we in the last year have shipped, which means released and added to Roblox over 100 safety innovations. He did a lot of statements. You can see we filter all communication on our platform, and parents can already control who their youngster might communicate with. We will not be allowing any of that communication, even with filtered text, even with no image sharing between young people. And we work closely with law enforcement. And behind the scenes, over the last 4 years, we have become experts at using AI as well. We're using over 400 AI systems to filter, and that we believe we can set the standard for safety on the internet. These are the statements that David Baszucki did in an interview on Fox News at Fox and Friends, not promoting their channels. And if you play Fortnite, you know that they made the Stila Brainrot map, and we have an update on this. The current Stila Brainrot map on Fortnite isn't being sued. It was just a mistake in the lawsuit documents. So yeah, very interesting news happened. Interesting news. Very interesting things happened this week with David Baszucki, with Fortnite, everything. And is kind of interesting, if you ask me. Well, definitely not good for Roblox, because, Roblox is banned from Iraq now. David Baszucki made some statements with Schlep. Though he's not unbanning him, he just made some statements. And the Attorney General is issuing criminal activity on Roblox. And yeah, this is what happened this week. And Halloween Spotlights is alive now, for those who dare. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Vlogs News ends here. Thank you so much for watching us today. You can find more news by scanning the QR code on the screen. If you have any important information, feel free to send it to our email address, office.robloxtv@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.
It's time for a short ad break.
I know what you're thinking. Total glow up. What's her secret? Fine, I'll spill. I totally upgraded with Verizon. Everyone gets a free phone with any plan, even if you're already a customer, like me. Now I have Google Gemini. It's like a little glam squad in my pocket. Gemini, what eye makeup goes with this lipstick?
I'd suggest a classic cat eye.
Wow, setting the bar high for daycare pickup. Get in on this.
Once a lion, always a lion. Once you bleed blue, you always bleed blue. And on game days, Samsung TVs are your gateway to glory because they go big without sacrificing detail. And glare? Not in this house. Because when every play matters, every pixel matters. Go big without the blur on the ultimate fan-worthy TVs.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor.
We usually work on Sundays.
I'll cancel my plans.
Why would you throw that?
Pepsi does make it taste better.
Try it again with the pork. How do we get to the cooler? It's too crowded.
When in Philly.
Works every time.
All right. Same thing?
Yup, this is our year.
You know, if getting AT&T's best deal on the new iPhone 17 Pro without needing the most expensive plan taught me anything, it's that switching things up can be a good call. So how about we try something that's timeless?
Oh yeah, good call. Ooh, get the all-new iPhone 17 Pro on us. Designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet. Most expensive plan not required.
Meet Luke and Jason from Fire Department Coffee. Two guys with a dream and a little help from Walmart along the way.
We make coffee that supports our community.
And Walmart's played a big part. You know, most of what Walmart spends goes to products made, grown, or assembled right here in the U.S.
So we can invest back into our community.
Walmart, huh? Who knew?
Now you know, Jerry.
And that is how you brew a mighty fine American business.
That was the ad break.
Good morning, and welcome back to Sport. It's easier to fight the whole world than to fight yourself. Why transgender swimmer Leah Thomas wouldn't change a thing. In a rare interview, Leah Thomas described what life was like as arguably the most prominent transgender swimmer in the world. Thomas has been the subject of global scrutiny after winning a host of NCAA women's races, triggering an outcry from those who thought she, as a transgender woman, held an unfair advantage over her competitors. The issue was given extra attention after the Trump administration ordered the University of Pennsylvania, Penn, for whom Thomas competed, to erase the transgender swimmers' records. In July, Penn modified a trio of school records set by Thomas and said it would apologize to the female athletes she competed against. In an extensive interview with Philadelphia-based public media outlet WHYY just before Penn's decision, Thomas spoke about the impact so much attention has had on her life and career. Thomas last competed for Penn in 2022 and in 2024 lost a legal battle against the global swimming governing body World Aquatics, which prevented her from competing in elite women's races due to its new policy. From child actor to Olympic champion, meet snowboarding superstar Su Yiming. In 2022, just days before his 18th birthday, Chinese snowboarder Su Yiming found himself atop an Olympic podium with a gold medal hanging around his neck. The 17-year-old had just won the men's big air final at the Beijing Winter Olympics, a moment which changed his life in unimaginable ways. In truth, Su was already well known by some in China. He had found fame as a child actor in several movies before switching his attention to professional snowboarding in 2018. But after winning gold and a silver in the slopestyle event, at his home games, his profile soared higher than he could ever have imagined. Luxury brands came barreling in, wanting to partner with the man of the moment who captured the imagination of China's younger generation. Suddenly, his face was everywhere, from fashion shoots to television appearances. Su was a superstar. Now boasting over 300,000 followers on Instagram and over 2 million on Chinese social media platform Weibo, Sue is one of the most recognizable faces heading into next year's Winter Olympics in Italy. I feel really honored and feel really lucky to have so many people who always look at me, he tells CNN Sports from a training camp in Switzerland. Las Vegas Aces head coach Becky Hammon tells CNN Sports there is no reason a woman can't become an NBA head coach. Las Vegas Aces head coach Becky Hammon sees no reason why a woman can't lead an NBA team in her lifetime, but told CNN Sports that it would take a whole lot to pull her away from her current role. Her comments come after Dawn Staley, the longtime head coach of the South Carolina women's basketball team, said she doesn't believe there will be a female head coach in the NBA during her lifetime. Staley, who recently interviewed to be head coach of the New York Knicks, also suggested that the NBA isn't ready to have a woman lead an organization. But Hammon, who recently led the Aces to yet another WNBA championship on October 10th, is more optimistic while acknowledging there needs to be more growth in the game. I think it could happen in our lifetime, Hammon said to CNN Sports. There is really not a good reason why it hasn't happened already. I think there are qualified women that could coach in the NBA. It's just the matter of getting that opportunity. Hammon, a six-time WNBA All-Star in her 16-year playing career, is one of the female head coaches that many believe could make the transition to the NBA, given her incredible record in the game. She has now guided Las Vegas to 3 championships in the past 4 years, after making history as the first full-time female assistant coach in NBA history by the San Antonio Spurs in 2014. During her time in San Antonio, Hammon became the first woman to lead an NBA team as a head coach during the regular season when she took over for Spurs head coach Greg Popovich after he was ejected during a game. She has since said she's interviewed for several head coaching positions in the league. Sport ends here. Thank you so much for watching us today. You can find more news by scanning the QR code on the screen. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.
It's time for a short ad break.
I know what you're thinking. Total glow up. What's her secret? Fine, I'll spill. I totally upgraded with Verizon. Everyone gets a free phone with any plan, even if you're already a customer, like me. Now I have Google Gemini. It's like a little glam squad in my pocket. Gemini, what eye makeup goes with this lipstick?
I'd suggest a classic cat eye.
Wow, setting the bar high for daycare pickup. Get in on this.
Once a lion, always a lion. Once you bleed blue, you always bleed blue. And on game days, Samsung TVs are your gateway to glory because they go big without sacrificing detail. And glare? Not in this house. Because when every play matters, every pixel matters. Go big without the blur on the ultimate fan-worthy TVs.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor.
We usually work on Sundays.
I'll cancel my plans.
Why would you throw that? Pepsi does make it taste better.
Try it again with the pork. How do we get to the cooler? It's too crowded.
When in Philly.
Works every time!
That was the ad break.
Good morning, and welcome back to weather. The weather in the United States is partly cloudy. Atlanta 54 degrees, Brooklyn 47 degrees, Chicago 53 degrees, Columbus 39 degrees, Dallas 62 degrees, Honolulu 77 degrees, Houston 64 degrees, Indianapolis 49 degrees, Los Angeles 56 degrees, Manhattan 50 degrees, New York 50 degrees, Philadelphia 44 degrees, Phoenix 67 degrees, Queens 47 degrees, Raleigh 45 degrees, San Antonio 70 degrees, San Diego 62 degrees, San Jose 55 degrees, the Bronx 46 degrees, Washington 46 degrees. This was all the weather information. If you want more updates, scan the QR code on the screen. See you next time. Goodbye.